my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
Well, here we are again. Just when I thought I'd be able to skip a day and not have to do a stream, but nope. Someone decides they want to go live and completely lie, like completely lie about what they did on their drunken stream. So let me help you out again because you clearly forgot. Okay, let me help you out. No, I wasn't so sensitive that I brought up your loved one because you read a comment that was pertaining to the DV shit. Okay? That's why I did the first video, which was very nice, very calm, just saying, yeah, I was just, if you could just not let them talk about that because you know how that feels and it's fucked up. I'm tired of her shit, man. I'm tired. I really thought she wasn't a piece of shit like everybody else, but clearly she is. And all her friends want to sit here and lie for her because they like her. And you just totally ignore how fucked up it was what she did. First off, she let this psycho bitch up to bring up that grieving family and all that took place in that. Which then fucking Penelope then follows suit and brings up my son's name, that family member's name as well, and docs most of my son's number except four numbers of it, then starts to put up all the videos, which conveniently enough is the same videos that Savage threatened to play the set that night before as well. Okay? So, I'm so sensitive when my first video was very fucking nice. And if you don't know the title of it, let me help you out. Because I was very fucking calm through the whole damn thing after you just read a comment. So no, I wasn't so sensitive that's when I brought up your loved one. You can't keep track of things. Let me help you. The first title of that stream, the stream I did was, your chat did bring it up. I was just asking you to not let them mark that as you know how it feels. Now, yes, now I know that no, you did it. It wasn't in your chat that the comment was said. You were reading it from another chat, but you were saying it on your panel, on your stream. That's the one I was listening to. That's why I thought it was someone in your chat saying it. So I said, can you please not talk about that? Or not let your chat talk about that? That's fucked up. It's about the DV stuff. Can you please not? Which now you're like, oh, she just wants to talk about it. As I'm going in your chat, no, I'm going to get jumped on to ask you to please reel your chat in and not let them go speak about that. But that, I just wanted to talk about it, right, bitch? I can't fucking stand you liars, man. And y'all swear up and down I'm the liar. No, you're the fucking liar. You did read it out loud. All you would have to have done is like, oh, I didn't know that was about that. Well, I'm not even trying to do that. And then you have fucking Lindsay in there putting the DW initials in there. But yeah, y'all aren't talking about none of that shit, Savage. But then sit here and say, you're a hoodoo practitioner, which you're again attacking my religion. You're hoodoo, Christian, fake witch, but that's religion bashing. Do you not know that? You know that like that's fucked up. But you go ahead, you keep doing that, and then I'll go at your religion next. So fucking weak to do that, just so you know. But is it not bad to speak ill on the dead? Where did I do that? Please play the clip of me speaking ill, attacking, or dragging your loved one. That's what I want you to play next. Please fucking play it. All my videos are public. Please play it. Please fucking play where that happened. That bitch is fucking psychopath, and she's just outing herself more and more so she could go right ahead. That's what you fucking did, to say no one spoke about your son. Bitch, you had Empress come up. She told you she was going to speak about something in detail involving my son, but then y'all say it has nothing to do with your son. Are you fucking kidding me? Whether you like me or not, that family wants to be left the fuck alone. And you let this bitch get up there and go back into that shit. And you think I have no right to be as upset as I was? And even though I'm so fucking mad at you, I still did not go in detail about your shit, about your family. I did not do none of that. Oh, I'm shaking. I'm so fucking mad. I'm so mad that all these people go in there and say, yeah, she's so wrong. We did nothing wrong. Her kids were never spoken about. Her family is never spoken about. Your sister said she had the address to all my family members to be sending vehicles out to pay them a visit. And we know what the fuck she was talking about. Your sister sat there and said that Christy Marie babysat my daughter in Gatlinburg because I was neglecting her. But yeah, that's not talking about my child. Then y'all sit there and say, get all the video snap of that her son put out about her. We're going to play them. I'll be that one, bitch. I'll take you down. But that has nothing to do about my family. Like, are you good? Are you honestly okay? Did you really not go back and watch and see how many fucking times y'all brought up see what son, 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 see what son. And then when I say stop fucking talking about that, you're like, we didn't talk about nothing with her family. But I say you wouldn't like it if the shoe wasn't on their foot. You wouldn't like it if your loved one was being brought up like you're bringing up my child and this young man who lost his life, and you're like, how dare you? I'm gonna kill you, bitch. We're gonna dox your address to everybody. We're gonna have 4 cars pulling up dirty, as in with weapons. It's gonna come in the middle of the night. You won't fucking know it. Like kicking and screaming and breaking shit. But I'm the sensitive one when all I said is you wouldn't like it if I had someone up here doing that to you. After y'all did 5 fucking hours of talking about this situation with my son and his friend. But I'm the sensitive one because you got a 13-minute video where only for 3 seconds I said a sentence. And that was y'all's reactions. That I'm the sensitive one? Get the fuck out of here. You can sit here and keep trying to gaslight the whole fucking community and lie all you want, but that is the fucking truth. That is what y'all did. Y'all talked about that situation. You brought up a loss of someone's very young life to get content out of it. You brought it up and then cried victim when I went live, pissed off and begging y'all to fucking stop. Because whether you like me or not, whether you think anything about me and my son's relationship or not, that was about someone else. That begged y'all to leave that family alone. That should have never been y'all's fucking content. That should have never been dragged through this fucking community. Oh, that's right. What's it, Clint? My bad. Misspoke, Lindsay Spitter Girl. Unlike you, I could correct if I misspeak, and I don't try to lie. It was Mike that she tried to get with, not Clint. My bad. So, okay. Mike, she tried to get with Mike. No, that was Jen's ex. not girl code. She tried to get with Luke after strangling his pregnant girlfriend and drugging and beating on her. But that's good people right there. Then she tried to get with Matt Byers when Angie was already interested in him. Yeah, good chick. Oh, hey, Graham Crackers, what's up? Nothing. Savage did a drunk live the other night, which no big deal. She read a comment that was related to the DV stuff because my ex broke down the doors all the time. Everybody fucking knows that. And this piece of shit troll named Habanero was in another person's chat that I guess Savage was watching. I don't know what this person says because I have them blocked for that very fucking reason. But Savage was live and she read the comment. She was gonna claim you try to attack her and break down her doors because she's so good looking, and that's exactly what Savage read. So I thought, oh, someone's in her chat saying that. That's pretty fucked up. So I said, Savage, can you please not let them talk about the DV shit? That's not cool. You know how that feels. She's like, no one said anything about you, Siwa. And I'm like, you literally just said it. And then the whole chat started, she's lying. She's lying. She's trying to pick a fight with you. I was like, you know what? Whatever. Just forget it. Because she obviously didn't remember. She just fucking said it. And then I did a little video, very calm and very nice, saying, this is what the comment I'm referring to. This is what it pertains to. This is what they're trying to say. Can you please? Yeah, she go fuck herself. Can you please not allow them to talk about stuff of that nature? Okay. And didn't want to fucking listen. Then she said no one was talking about anything pertaining to me and talking about anything about trauma related to me. As fucking Lindsay's in her chat saying I cry for DW every fucking night. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. I have literal proof in black and white that this is exactly what was happening. And that she says nobody was doing that, even now that she's sober. Are you kidding me? But I'm the crazy one. I'm the one that's begging. I just want a trauma dump. But I'm telling y'all and beg y'all to please quit fucking bringing that shit up. Get the hell out of here, man. Let me show you. This is Savage's chat. Okay. That's it. That's in her chat. So, no, I didn't fucking lie about it. Just like I had the audio clip of you reading that comment. And like I said, I know that you maybe didn't understand what you were reading. That's why I went in nicely and asked you, can you please not let them talk about that? And can you please not repeat stuff like that that's relating to my DV stuff? And you're like, oh, she just wanted a trauma dump. Yeah, because I'm begging your chat not to fucking bring it up. Sure, bitch. Again, to say I spoke ill will on your loved one because I said if I had someone on my channel speaking on your loved one like you are letting Empress speak on mine, you would be just as furious, if not more furious, except this is about my child and his friend. This isn't just speaking on a loved one of mine that passed. This has horrific trauma tied to it as well, in a situation that was never supposed to be all of these hate channels to dissect and go into. But this bitch wants to go live and say I'm lying about it, that they never spoke on my family members when they absolutely fucking did. I mean, again, I can't even keep count of how many times they said, see what's son, see what's son, see what's son, see what's son, see what's, I mean, the whole fucking 5 hours. And like I said, then Kat throws in my daughter. And then Kat throws in, she has all my family members' addresses in it. Like all that shit. But that's not talking about family. That's not going real live. That's not. And then said, see, I had the videos they were sent, but I would never play it. And then say, oh, but I did have all the videos. I did tell Napa to go get me all the videos, but I was never going to play it. Oh, I started playing some of it, but then I turned it off before I realized what it was. Get the fuck out of here. And Heidi, I don't know why you went live. Maybe you didn't watch it, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You're like, nobody talked about her son. Maybe you didn't watch the whole thing, Heidi, but they absolutely fucking did. And the issue wasn't about the reading. It's about what they brought up. But I'm not supposed to be mad about that. Again, y'all lose your shit over a fucking put yourself in my shoes comment, and y'all went rabid. Well, and she's still making excuses that there was nothing wrong with that. So the other day she was like, that's not what I did. It has been. It could have been such a fucking easy fix. She should have been like, and when Empress says, I'm going to want to go into details about why I hate Siwa, and it has to do with her son and a loss he went through, and I want to go more description about it. Can I do that? Sal Savage like, no, we're not going to do that. Don't bring up that situation. Don't talk about her son. That's all it fucking took. That is all it fucking took. And to say, I was trying to traumatize her husband. Are you seriously believing in that shit, Savage? Are you seriously convincing yourself that that's what I tried to do in the middle of all that going on with my son and that family, that I thought in that moment that someone I barely think about, aka Empress, oh, I remember she went through something similar. Christy Marie said one comment that wasn't what she said, by the way, about how, again, Christy said it was their fault. So take that up with her. That's the only thing I knew about the whole fucking situation, okay? But Christy said that. That's all I fucking knew. And this happened way before. But you really think in that moment, I'm like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask Empress, who I can't stand, who I've hated for years, who isn't a part of this channel. I'm going to try to say words to get her to ask for the link, get her to click the link. I'm going to convince her to bring her husband up, which I didn't even know about her husband. I'm going to convince her to bring her husband up. And then I'm going to accidentally share something when I'm crying and upset because I'm trying to get people to leave this shit alone and get them to understand how bad this was, but only to get at Empress. Like, are you seriously convincing her? Way to make it all about her, just like she did. I did in my stream yesterday. I played it. But I'll play it again. This horrific attack and me speaking ill on the dead. I don't fucking get you guys. But here, I will play it again. This horrible, horrible attack again. Keep in mind, this is the only thing I said after she let this bitch up there for hours speak in detail about the stuff my son, even about very gory details about this young man's passing, okay? Even with her letting Empress do that, I still only said this small fucking comment, but she's claiming I'm sensitive. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I spoke so ill. I dragged him. I spoke so negative on. No, the fuck I didn't. I didn't know it was going to be such a trigger to say the type of status he had. I would have just said loved one if I fucking knew the craziness that y'all exhibited after the fact. I was trying to get you back down to earth about this is fucked up. This is wrong. Think how you would feel if you were in my shoes. That is the only fucking reason I brought it up. Like, I can't. I feel like, dude, I'd rather be in a psych ward. I'd understand a lot better than this. Here, I'm playing it. Give me a second. So it's going to be quick. It's not going to be long because it was just literally a few words. Okay? But it's coming up. Back and forth. You bitches are the one that shared it, made a whole stream about it. You showed up on panel when John was doing all that shit. Then you put the GoFundMe in your community tab, and then you were talking about how I was lying about it and stealing funds from this family. That's what you did, Maria and Ann. So no, y'all didn't talk to the family to get all that done, but you participated just as much. But let me guess, now you're gonna do a whole stream and go all over it again, huh? Yeah, I bet you will. But while the family told y'all leave the fuck alone. Just stop with your bullshit. Don't mention that shit again. Savage, go fuck yourself for good. Same as you, Kat. Same as everybody in your chat. Don't worry. I didn't go over there to start shit with anybody. I asked if you please not let your chat talk about stuff that was not funny, like DV and Savage. You of all people know how that feels. Something I've never done to you. And so, in fact, when this community came at you that way, you made fun of your shit, I came to your defense when no one else was. And in return, I get you saying, nobody did that. Yes, they fucking did. And keep filling your chat up with all those liars. They have lied to you since the start of your fucking stream, and you just take it as fact when I have it clipped of that going on. And it's not even your fault that you read the comment, but who set it up in your chat? You have people setting you up all the time. It's coming up in about 30 seconds. Shit, that's nobody's fucking business. That goes real life. You talk about Geneva's mom and how she passed away and said that Geneva should drive off a cliff the same fucking way. You're talking about my son's friend passing and all this shit that Empress is saying about it. You have Lindsay in the chat talk about the DV and talk about the essay stuff and mention the initials of the guy that raped me in prison and put his name in the fucking chat. That's what you have going on in your chat, but you don't go real life. You don't go family. You don't go kids. You don't do none of that. You're lighthearted and all you do is play music and have fun. Your chat is out of fucking control. They are setting you up. We were fine until you let Empress get up there and told her to go ahead and emphasize on this real shit that had to do with my child. You have no idea the damages they caused that family, my son. And you want me to just overlook it and be like, it's no big deal. It's a big fucking deal. And you would be just as pissed, if not 10 times more pissed. If this is about your brother, you would be furious. But this is about my child and his friend who went through something traumatic when he was. That was the comment of me speaking ill on their loved one and dragging their loved one and attacking their one. And that comment right there. Again, if you missed it. Son. Your chat is out of fucking control. They are setting you up. We were fine until you let Empress get up there and told her to go ahead and emphasize on this real shit that had to do with my child. You have no idea the damages they caused that family, my son. And you want me to just overlook it and be like, it's no big deal. It's a big fucking deal. And you would be just as pissed, if not 10 times more pissed. If this is about your brother, you would be furious. But this is about my. That was 6 seconds. 6 seconds of me talking about their loved one compared to 5 fucking hours. But I'm the sensitive one. Again, no one went in details about how they passed away. No one went in details. No one mentioned names. Nobody said that you lied about the situation like you had Empress up there fucking saying. Nobody said you scammed to try to get money from said situation when you actually went above and beyond to make sure that this family had what they needed to give a proper service. Like, this is what you let this bitch up there say and do for 5 fucking hours. And you want to go live and say, I dragged your loved one and spoke ill on them? Again, please let me know where. Yes, she fucking did. All she had to do is not tell members, don't bring up Siwa's son and don't bring up someone who's passed. You're talking about speaking ill. What do you think that you bitches were doing that night? I was sober through the whole damn thing. I'm sober now. I can't remember. Oh, actually, I do. The last time I had a drink was New Year's Eve, and it was one drink. I don't get under the influence of things, and I'm not dragging you. I'm just saying, I know what I'm talking about. I watched the whole fucking stream. I saw the shit y'all said and did. I recorded an hour of it, but I'm sure someone has the rest of it recorded. But it would be great if someone does have it recorded, if y'all could clip how many fucking times they said, my son, my daughter, my family. It just going over and over and over about my son, my son, my son, my son, my son. And again, even mentioning the videos he put out when he was being manipulated by this community and lied by this community, which he has since deleted the videos, made apologies, said he didn't mean any of it, that he was just acting out in anger and he was sorry about it. And I was actually a good mom and he loved me very much. But you threatened and got the videos sent to you and showed me, see what, here's the videos your son made. You want me to play them? Keep fucking with me, bitch. I'll play them. But you again fucking say, ugh. It was horrible. Like I said, the only apology I will give anybody that whole damn thing is I overshared and I shouldn't have. But you cannot sit here and say I lied about anything because you don't know what I was fucking told. So don't sit here and say I lied about a damn thing. I overshared. Yes, I really was trying to get you to understand how traumatic this was for my child. And again, it's not just someone passing away. My son, he was 18. His friend was 19. He was there when it happened. It was very fucking traumatic. This isn't speaking about a loved one of mine, which y'all have done that too, not on Savages, but that side. Y'all spoke about a different loved one of mine that passed away, and y'all spoke in great detail and doxed his name and talked a great fucking shit about it and threatened to show the body cam of when he was found. And Napa went and got the police reports of when my sister came home and found him. That's what fucking Napa did. You know, the same bitch that got you all those videos of my son that he's deleted. It would even been as bad if y'all spoke about that, even though y'all have done that many, many times. It's you've been in there when this has been happening. So has Heidi. So has all of you. Have all been in there when Brooke has talked about that young man, that man, my sister's fiance that passed. But this is much different because, again, it's about my child. Something that changed him forever. That's why they want y'all speaking on it. I don't want you to speak on it. But yeah, I want to talk about when I'm begging y'all not to fucking speak on this shit. I've been begging y'all for years. Quit talking about DW. Quit talking about my ex. Quit talking about my son's stuff. Quit talking about these young men that passed. Quit talking about my loved one that my sister found. Quit talking about this shit. But I want to talk about it. The only time I speak about it is when I'm begging y'all to leave it the fuck alone. Or y'all are saying I lied about it. I have to go in details because y'all think I lied about it because you didn't get enough details to pleasure your simple fucking brains. Like about the deadbolts. Oh, you could have put deadbolts on an apartment. They won't let you. You didn't own it. Bitch, it wasn't the fucking apartments, dumbass. Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't pay attention. I was probably too fucking mad. Lesson learned. I really thought Savage wasn't too far gone that I could have just said, hey, that's about the DV stuff. Can you not maybe speak on that? But it was clearly too fucking late. And then because I did a video very calm and explained that this is what I'm speaking about, you don't remember, this is what I'm talking about. This is a comment that you read out loud, Savage. That's why I went in there and said something. She immediately decided to go talking shit about me and letting Empress up talk shit about me. And yes, Empress went up and did the reading at first, but the whole fucking time, as soon as she got up there, Empress was running her fucking mouth about me and taking digs at me and calling me a fake psychic. But y'all are pissing him on because I called her one back. Get over it. Thank you, Miss Suzanne. So I'm going to ask you again. Quit fucking talking about it. Don't ever let Empress up there to speak about that shit again. I don't give a fuck. Again, she wants me to apologize to her because she grabbed the link and it upset her husband. Which she knew exactly what the fucking situation was. And that stream would have ever happened if John and Penelope and all of them didn't go tracking the family down and telling them I stole from them. And again, then your sister said, Kat said in your stream, Savage, that I stole from the family. She repeated that fucking lie that has already been cleared up. That I stole the money from the family and didn't give them anything. But you're not talking about me or my son or that family, right? That's like, I don't get you bitches. Jelly Belly is not, Jelly Belly is not a problem and they're not causing issues, y'all. She brought it up weeks ago on her community tab and I went live and said, then, stop fucking talking about it. I don't give a fuck why you don't like me. Shut up. Leave the family alone. I said then. But Savage, you want to have to hold the stream with this bitch lying about shit and bringing it up and trying to rewrite history that's already been proven. And say, and how Lindsay's in the fucking chat saying, our son wasn't even there when it happened. When, yes, he fucking was, cunt. But I said then, don't fucking talk about it. I don't give a damn why you don't like me. And then she goes like, see what keeps asking why I don't like her? Where? Show me where that happened, y'all. She just wanted to justify bringing it up because she won't let it go. I don't owe you a fucking thing except go to hell. The details she said, look, the details she said I had never heard before. When she said, I'm not going to repeat it because it is so graphic and she repeated 3 or 4 times the details about her experience with the passing of her loved one. But like, you going to issue me an apology? You traumatized me with that. You spoke about your husband's anger. That reminded me of my ex when he used to get angry and be assaultive. So why don't you apologize to me for that? Because I decided to sit there and continue to listen and watch it. But it did upset me. So I need you to issue me an apology now. And I'm going to go out hating and talking shit about you for 4 more years. And then every chance I get, I'm going to bring it up. Y'all are fucking delusional, man. I know, like, she needs this for content. First off, I've never needed anybody for content. I've been the content for other channels, and we know that to be the truth. I've never needed this for content. I didn't sit here and bring this shit back up out of nowhere. You fucking did. I mean, y'all all say she after the 21st, she leaves for weeks and she don't come back till the end. Okay, so if that's the situation, and the stream happened on what, the 30th, and even if y'all said I waited till the 30th to do that, why am I still talking about it? Why would I choose to start a fight with you out of nowhere after not having issues with you for years, except the situation where you read something you shouldn't have? Why would I choose that about such a thing that I've been begging everybody to leave alone for 2 years now? I just thought, since Savage knows what it's like about the DV stuff and how people use that as ammo, that she would be like, yeah, we're not playing that game over here. Because guess what, Savage? If someone was over here going at you like that, I would shut it down in such a heartbeat, time them out, or block them. That was the only reason I was trying to ask you, please not say that shit. Please don't read that. And then again, the whole night your chat was going at me and speaking on shit that was horrific. And you didn't call not one of them out or say not, but whatever. You could fucking read half of them probably, honestly, but I know. If I was such a cold-hearted bitch, they couldn't get to me the way they do. Yeah, that was insane. But they said I was acting irate and out of control, and I was being too sensitive. She literally said she was going to kill me and sent 4 cars with weapons in them to my house with my child here and to all my siblings, my family members' houses, because of me saying, if this was about your loved one, you wouldn't like it, except this is about my child. That's it. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know what you're talking about. Who's going after AMC's kids? Yep, and they still let Lindsay in there, knowing what a piece of shit she is. Savage, I showed you where she's talking about the DW thing, and we know what that's about. But you're still gonna let her in chat, aren't you? You're still not gonna tell her to knock the shit off, are you? No, you're not. Of course you're not. But claim we don't do that stuff over here. Okay. Spitter girl called me the abuser. She wishes. Girl, no, I ain't gonna say what I would say. She wishes. I don't have any criminal record. I've never been in trouble for beating on anybody or doing substances or stealing from people like Lindsay McLeyer or yeah, no, none of that. That's not me. That's you, bitch. You literally paid a bus ticket for a man who just got through choking his pregnant girlfriend and was giving her substances, and it was all recorded, and you paid for him to come be with you. Shut up. Show any proof. You can't, because I'm not. And trust me, if I was an abuser, I would have put hands on people way sooner than I have now. Since I've never done it. I had that man one time because he was putting hands on my son, and I slapped the shit out of him. Sure did. Supposed to protect my child, so I did. That's it. So shut up. You are so fucking stupid. Yeah, they want me to apologize. Again, play the clip, Savage. All my videos are public. Through that from that night to now. Play the clip where I supposedly dragged your loved one, spoke ill on them, attacked him. Please show that. I'll be waiting. You know it doesn't exist. You know it doesn't fucking exist. But you, on the other hand, the clip of you ask if Napa to give you all the videos of my son so you can play them, that does exist. The clip of Kat talking about my daughter, that exists. The clip of you stated you had all the address to my family members, you'd be sending out beagles to pay them visits in the middle of the night, that exists. The clip of Kat saying she was going to kill me and that she was going to send 4 cars that were going to be riding dirty and they would show up when I least expect it, that exists. What else? Yeah, I think about that covers it. But yeah, again, that doesn't even count how many fucking times Empress went on and on and on and on and on about my son in that situation. And you can say it wasn't about her son, it was about that situation. You cannot bring up that situation without it pertaining to my child, bitch. It is common sense. They are tied. They are together. It was about, y'all wouldn't even give a fuck about that situation if it wasn't tied to my child and then tied to me. You wouldn't even care. So you cannot sit here and say that we're talking about this has nothing to do with you or your child without with y'all going in. You just can't. No. She did one time say, I'll kill you. She did. She absolutely said one time as she was getting up, she goes, I'll kill you. And then she gets up. Cat did, not Savage. No, not yet. I know, but I've already corrected that. I corrected that 2 or 3 times since then that I have that person blocked, so I can't see where they say anything. So, but when Savage was reading it and looking at her chat, Habanero, tell me deets, it's Nick at Siwa's house. How would I not think that that was happening in her chat? That person's blocked. But the point still, it would have mattered that it was in the other chat anyways, because Savage was the one reading it out loud and asking Habanero to go in more details about that shit. So that's why I just said, can you please not talk about that or read comments about that's pertaining to DV? That's it. And it's like, no one said your name. No one talked about you. But it would have never gotten any further besides that one little video I did where I'm speaking calmly and I'm explaining and showing her the little clip of what she said and why I came in the chat. So it's like she came here to start a fight for no reason. She came here looking for a fight. She came here and lied and said that you said something that never was fucking said. So I'm like, here's a clip. This is what I'm talking about. This is what they're talking about when they're saying about breaking down doors and see what's going to claim you attacked her and break down her doors. That's what they're talking about, Savage. That's why I was asking you to please not allow that in your chat and please don't speak about that on your streams. It would have been that and nothing else had Empress not come up and done what she done. They're not fun anymore. Y'all, but she's not even. And that's why I didn't call the cops on Kat that night, because I know it was the alcohol, and I know that she was convinced I was trashing her loved one when I did not. I really thought after they sobered up, woke up the next day, well, that morning, because it was still like 6, they went on to like 6 in the morning. I really thought after the stream ended, they would sober up, then they would. What's that word about? I hope you're not trying to say someone else's name. Please don't bring that over here. I don't need that fight. But I really thought she would go back and listen to my videos and see that I did not, in fact, trash her loved one, drag her loved one, or attack her loved one, or speak ill on that loved one. That I didn't say anything crazy. That I didn't bring up that in a negative way to attack anybody on her family side. And then I wish I thought she would go back and listen to her stream and see that they were, in fact, talking about all the things I said, and that it was fucked up, and that Empress did cause a fucking fight where there didn't need to be one. That Empress was going at me the whole fucking time, and to ask you to choose songs to dedicate to me, and throwing her finger up, like flipping me off and cussing me out and talking shit and all that shit. And I really hope she'd be like, things got out of control. See, well, it's not cool that you even use that situation as an example to try to get me to understand what was going on. I don't like that you did that. But you didn't drag him. You weren't attacking him, but I really didn't like that you did that. I would like an apology. Well, she would have got one, because I wasn't trying to be malicious. I didn't see anything wrong with my comment. Okay, but whatever. And then if she would have been like, Empress, it was wrong. You should have not come up here and spoke about that. We were wrong speaking about her on her daughter. We were wrong speaking about her son. I was wrong asking for her son's videos. I was wrong showing the camera that I had the son's videos and threatening to play them. I was wrong for playing a part of it and then turning it off. You shouldn't have played it. You shouldn't even ask for those videos, Savage. We were wrong for making threats. We were wrong for threatening to dox her. We were wrong for threatening to dox her family members. We were wrong for threatening to send vehicles to her family member's house. We were like, something to that effect. But see what? I don't want you over here anymore. But I won't let the chat speak about that stuff anymore. And if they do, I will time them out or block them. Is that really too fucking crazy to ask? Is that really too fucking crazy to ask, or to think that would have been the most logical thing to do? Not continue. Here we are, what, a day or two later, and you're still saying y'all did not speak about my son or my daughter. You did not speak about that situation in detail. That, it was Empress. We're not responsible for what you literally said. You admitted that y'all were talking about my son in that situation, and then said, well, we're not responsible, though. Empress said it. Empress said it's not our fault what she says, but she asked you for permission, and you gave her permission. And then you allowed her to go on for 5 more hours. So what do you mean you're not responsible? You and only you can put a stop to that. She sure as hell wasn't. You were the only one giving her a platform to do that shit. She felt important for once. So you are the one that could have stopped that. We as creators are responsible for who we allow up and what we allow to go on our panel and in the chat. My moderators would have timed that person out so fucking fast. But you said, oh, no, we're not responsible for it. It's Empress. But you gave her the link. You gave her permission. And you continue to go on with her. And you continue to ask questions about it. And you continue to let that bitch speak about it for 5 fucking hours. Knowing I was over here upset and telling you what fucked up situation it was. And to please leave it alone. And you're sitting there listening to the video. And then you continue to keep going on with her. Knowing it was causing an issue. It's not even, yeah, it's okay. I'm just saying I did clear it up, but to me, it still remains the same. She was reading it out loud on her stream. She knows what that's about. That's the whole point of me just saying, can you please not speak about that? And now to fucking blame me that it got spoke about. It's very wrong. No, I really thought they had some sense in them, but shock. Look, guess not. I finally get it. Right. And then Savage was like, "Oh, see, you got drunk at the music festival." No, I didn't. Oh, and see, you got in a car and behind was people behind the wheel that were drunk. No, they weren't. Oh, see, you were drunk at the ball. No, I wasn't. Like, you were talking hella shit that fucking night. I didn't even talk shit about y'all except saying this is why it's pointless to talk to drunks because nothing gets through and they don't remember anything they said. That was the extent of me saying something. Good night, Jelly Belly. Yeah, that's what I'm. That's why I was gonna go. Why I went live. It's like the hell. You are not gonna sit here and say I spoke ill on your loved one. How fucking dare you say that? That you again, Savage. I give you permission. I won't strike you. Play the clip of me doing that. I mean, seriously. Unless you're ready to admit that that's the comment you're talking about, which we all know it is. Anybody who watched that stream knows that's the comment they were talking about. So, balls in your court. Even though they're like, we're not going to talk about this anymore. Bullshit. Sorry, turn back on my sound effect. More relaxing. This is why I hate this fucking community because they do such fucked up things to me. And then when I get upset and show any anger or emotion back, they're like, oh, she's trauma dumping. Oh, she's making it all about herself. Oh, she wants to play the victim. You're playing the victim. Yes, same live. And then PMR's dumbass was in the chat saying, oh, Siwa didn't even psychically predict that real past. So you're speaking on another deceased loved one. Siwa didn't even know in her real past. She didn't find out till almost a month later. Bitch, first off, I knew something was wrong for weeks and bitch speaking on it for weeks. Second off, we can't use our abilities for our own benefit. You dumbass. Third off, I don't try to connect with spirits on a regular basis. I have my boundaries off. I know I am a trained psychic. I know how to shut everything off. The only time I try to connect is if I do my meditations and have things, I have a whole setup going. Then and only then do I usually receive messages because I have blocks up. I was trained. I am a trained fucking psychic medium. Things don't just, it doesn't take over my entire life. But why don't you ask any other psychic? We can't read for ourselves. But okay, let's play that game. Empress, why didn't you know that it was going to go south, bitch? Even though you don't have to be psychic to know that that shit was going to go south when you brought that up. Empress, why didn't you know that your husband's going to get triggered when you click the link come up on panel? Which, again, common sense would have told you that. But I triggered him. Y'all coming on my fucking channel. But you didn't trigger him the other night with all the details you said about his family? The very graphic details, way more than anything I said. I said one sentence and then that was it. One sentence that was graphic. I agree. And that's where I fucked up. And that's where my apology goes to everyone. Is I should have not let that slip out. Again, whether it was true or not, I was told that. But I should have never let that slip out. But I was way overwhelmed and extremely under duress. And yeah, that's where I fucked up. And I've said that this whole time. That is where I fucked up. But you sit there and say in graphic details, even using hand gestures to show the amount of substances that went on faces and cupping your hands and saying, it was in my hands. I'm not going to say what, but it was in my hands. I held it in my hands. And you're saying that right next to your husband, but that's not traumatizing and triggering. There's such a vast difference between the two. But like I said, Savage, for you to sit here and say I was trying to traumatize her husband who I didn't even fucking know. I don't know nothing about the dude. I don't know nothing about the dude. I didn't even know which loved one. I just knew it was a a sibling of one of them. I didn't even know it was his actual sibling for sure, or the details surrounding it. What Christy said happened was totally different from what she said. But to really think in that moment, with all that going on again with my son and that family being on John's panel and them all being lied to, saying that I'm stealing money from them because they didn't know me by my YouTube name, which why would they? Knowing all that's going on, and I'm hysterical and hyperventilating and upset because I know the pain they're causing my son when it's not necessary. I know that they're dragging this family into it and using them to their game when I did nothing wrong. And I'm on my stream begging them to fucking stop because you're greatly affecting the relationship between me and my son when y'all doing that. My son was crying me hysterical and upset, saying, "Why am I doing this? Why are you stealing from this family? Why are you doing this?" I'm like, I didn't. So all this going on, and in all that shit going on, you thought I really sat there and think, I want Empress to ask for the link, grab the link, and then I'm gonna let something slip, not meaning to, but I'm gonna accidentally let something slip, one sentence, and hope and pray it triggers her husband in the midst of all that. Again, this person I don't even normally think about, this person that's not part of my channel, someone I've never liked, someone I can't stand, someone I've never talked privately to because I've never liked her, never been personal with her, and you really thought that was the person that's what I was thinking? Y'all are fucking deranged. Yeah, that right there was fucking stupid. That was stupid as hell. And now she thinks I made it the whole cat thing too. Like, bitch. You're a fucking idiot, dude. Yeah, but I don't even think it's trauma dumping when I'm asking everybody to stop fucking talk about those situations. I didn't bring those situations to YouTube. The passing, yes, because we needed to raise money for flowers. But I didn't bring the whole DW thing to fucking YouTube. They did. And what did I do when all that happened? I begged and pleaded, making a fool of myself, begging y'all to leave it alone. Leave it alone. Don't talk about it. Here we are, almost 5 years later, and I'm still begging y'all to quit fucking talk about it. But here you are. You still have fucking bitches in your chat, putting his name in the chat, trying to upset me and trigger me. But if I say, please stop fucking talking about it, that's me wanting a trauma dump. That's me wanting to play victim. That's narcissistic and psychopathic itself. I'm psychopathic because you think I twist, I say things that don't, shut the fuck up, Savage. No, she needs to just leave my name out of her mouth. It's that fucking simple. Leave my name out of your fucking mouth, Empress. I am nobody to you. You're nobody to me. I've never liked you. You've never liked me. I don't care anything you got. I've not 1 ounce of respect for you. Never have, never will. The second Angie started threatening me with those court documents and reading it on that stream that first day, and you being in there and supporting it, was the day I've hated you and wanted nothing to do with you, and it's been that way ever since. It is not my fault that you took that to that night with all that going on with the interview with the family to choose to try to play on my vulnerability to come up and pretend to be a decent fucking person that you now use against me ever for 2 years now. You've been using it against me. Now, who's the fucked up person in that situation? Did I reach out to her and her loss to try to pretend to be a decent person and then say that she owes me an apology for how dare she upset me because it was a bad situation. The details were upsetting, but you upset me, and I want you to give me an apology, even though I went to you about it and I went to you to try to console you during that moment. But I want you to apologize to me because it upset me. And I'm going to spread hate about you for 2 years over it. Who's the fuck? Is that not psychopathic? Is that not psychotic right there? To do such a fucked up thing. That's probably true. I just really thought, all these years later, this community, and that's what I don't get. This community is always like, let's stop with the family. Let's stop with the real life stuff. Let's stop with the traumatic shit. But when it comes to me, y'all never have that same energy. When it comes to me, it's, oh, yeah, you can talk about that. Oh, you want to go detail about it? Yeah, go ahead. I want to know it all. Oh, you've got videos? Yeah, I want those videos. Oh, you've got police reports? I want those police reports. Oh, you've got an evil fucking lady who is a new wife running her fucking mouth about it and talking all sorts of shit about Siwa through her whole fucking life, even though she's never met her. Oh yeah, let's let her in the chat and I'll say hi to her and hang out with her. Oh, you want to do an interview with that man that beat the shit out of her for almost 20 years and traumatized her children and all that shit? Yeah, let's do an interview with them and we'll be in the chat supporting it. But when it's anybody else, it's too far, guys. Let's not do that. I mean, you sit there and say, y'all reading those FOIAs was wrong, but y'all sit there, y'all are the first fucking ones front row seat. And the first ones be in the chat when it's FOIAs pertaining to me and my loved ones and my traumatic shit. Front row. Cheered it on, throwing money. Right? Except when the FOIA's about, you know, who was read, we didn't know what was in them. John's the only one that knew it was in that FOIA. The details of it. We thought it was going to be about her. We didn't know all the other shit. But you could bet one fucking thing that would have never taken place if all the other shit over the years had not taken place. But you're showing a one-time thing to years of going real life, bringing that up, threatening interviews, having this person in the chat, talking about my son, talking about DW, talking about like all this shit, talk about the court case, talk about all this stuff compared to that. I'm just saying, neither one's right, to be clear, but one wouldn't have happened without the other. Nothing. Savage did a live and says that I attacked her loved one, that I spoke ill on the dead, that I dragged him, that she did not speak whatsoever about my son, even though they did it for 5 fucking hours. That she didn't talk about my daughter either. When she didn't. Kat did. Yeah, all that, and that they did nothing wrong. And to say I purposely went in there to trauma dump when I asked her not to read comments about the DV because I don't want it talked about. This is the epitome of gaslighting someone. To say that the situation I'm upset about didn't happen when it's literally recorded happening. The only thing I got wrong is it wasn't said in your chat. It was said in another chat, but you were reading it out of another chat and you know what it was pertaining to. So I fucking can't make sense of it. And then Savage, like I said, Savage, you're fooling yourself to sit here and say I was trying to trigger that woman and her husband. And here's the thing. Empress, just the reason she thinks I purposely did it, she thinks I know details of her situation. Again, I can't even say who, because God forbid, you know, she said it. And according to Savage, well, she brought it to YouTube. You could talk about it. And your whole stream, y'all are talking about your loved one. But if I say you wouldn't like it if it was said about that, then you lose your shit and say I have no right to say it. As you're sitting there saying we could talk about this because Siwa talked about it on YouTube. I don't know if y'all caught that fucking hypocrisy as well. It's like, well, if you brought it to YouTube, Siwa, we could talk about it now, even though it involved your child and someone who lost their life. We could talk about it. You brought it to YouTube. Again, even though I brought it to YouTube just so we could raise money to get this young man flowers. That's it. That was the only reason it was brought up at all. And no names were mentioned for this very fucking reason. But you have brought up y'all stuff and talked about it for 4 years or 3 years. No, 4 years, because you used to talk about it on Instagram. So 4 years, everybody's known about your stuff. and no one's talking about it. But if I just say that one sentence I said that was like 4 seconds long, you say, how dare you talk about it? You have no right. Hypocrisy, man. It's always rules for thee, but not the bee, but you too, clearly. Because I don't subscribe to that bullshit. If you talk about something personal and traumatic to you, everybody else can now talk about it because you brought it to YouTube. I don't subscribe to that bullshit. But y'all have been saying that for years. So now that Empress talked about her situation, I now could go in details about it, right? I can now say it's all fake, right? I can now say she lied about it all, right? I can now say that she used it to grift, right? Can I also reach out to loved ones to try to paint her as a liar? Because, she brought it to YouTube the other night. She actually brought it to YouTube years ago. Can I now do that? Or would y'all paint me as a monster? But if I say she's a monster for doing it, you say, nope, she's allowed to do it. Y'all are such fucking horrible people when it comes to me. And y'all fight to the death to defend the fucked up shit y'all do. But God forbid if I get upset and angry. And Scotland, you're a fucking idiot saying, oh, Kirsten Marie says she wore size 19. Bitch, there aren't even size 19 pants, you dumb fuck. And I've stood up and shown myself more than once. So sorry you missed it, bitch. I even expected more out of Heidi. I thought Heidi would be like, oh, well, y'all shouldn't have been talking about that. That family has to be alone. Again, whether you like me or not, the family has to be left alone. Y'all shouldn't be talking about that. Y'all shouldn't be mentioning her son. You shouldn't be asking for her son's videos. You shouldn't be talking about her daughter. You shouldn't be saying she neglects her daughter, which you're trying to cite CPS bullshit, saying dumbass shit like that when I've already proven that to be a lie 10 fucking times. Again, I had to babysit Keista Marie for the second she got on the bed till she got home. She was like a fucking child. If she was babysitting my daughter, show any proof of that. Show any fucking proof of that. Except when she went next door to go get Subway, because I was doing a live for that morning, and she's like, "Oh, we're gonna go next door to get a Subway." Is that okay? I was like, "Yeah, let's go get it. Come right back." And I could see from the bay window in our hotel, they'll walk right next door to get the Subway and come right back because it was closed. And that's her babysitting for the whole week? Seriously? But y'all repeated that fucking lie. I mean, it's so funny because y'all just did streams saying, leave family out of it. Leave children out of it. Leave real life stuff out of it. But it's done to me. And, oh, you deserve that, bitch. How dare you bring up that? How dare you say that one sentence? You deserve everything else that we said. No, she said it on her stream yesterday morning now. But this morning, saying, Siwa went in there to start a fight. She used it for content that no one even talked about her son. And that I can't believe she spoke on their loved one or attacked their loved one like that, or spoke about either spoke on their loved one or attacked their loved one. I forget which one. I mean, but it was so wrong, and I can't believe she did it. Even fucking Eva Levin was like, oh, Siwa, I would have been way worse if he had spoke on my loved one like that. What did I fucking say? Are you you're fucking liars too? Because you can't prove I spoke ill on anything. Of course they do. But like I said, E11, you're like, I would be so much worse than they were if you spoke on my loved one like that. But saying all I do is yell and scream when they're talking for 5 hours in details about stuff. Again, it's not just a loved one. It involves my child who was only 18. And if it was just a friend that had passed away from him and he wasn't there when it happened and he didn't see nothing and he wasn't so young and that he wasn't like a brother to my son, I wouldn't react the way I do. But all those other aspects is why it upsets me as much as it does, and why I get hysterical every fucking time y'all do that, because of all those aspects to it. It's not just losing someone. It's beyond unreal. And again, they do it. No, I would not. I was not trying to hurt them. That is just the dumbest shit to say. I was trying to upset them. I was trying to trigger them. I was trying to piss them off. I was trying to hurt them. I I'm pretty sure there's a lot more things I could have said if that's what I was trying to do. Empress, you bet your ass I was trying to cuss her out and make her feel like shit. Because she's the reason it was all even happening. But I knew that they were drunk and not aware of the damages and how fucked up it was that was going on. So that's why I didn't go as hard on them, except to go fuck yourselves. Because even after the 2 videos that they listened to me begging them to stop, they still kept it going. And it's like, okay, you go fuck yourself now. Yeah, I guess so. But you saw what happened with me just saying that 4-second sentence, right? So we know that they don't actually mean it. They only mean it when it comes to me. And that's the honest to God truth. They only mean it when it comes to me. And they only mean no families, no real life, no kids when it comes to people they like. But when it comes to Siwa, you can say anything you want, as much as you want, as many streams as you want, as many hours as you want, as many years as you fucking want, and all is well. Yeah, that's what I thought. And the community was doing better at it until Savage's stream. No, E11 has to get her way in there to paint me as a monster, to say I'm the bad person. When you don't even fucking make sense, E11. Again, show where I said something negative about that. Show anything that warranted all the threats that I got as well. And you said you would be worse. So how crazy are you? Have we not seen your crazy side yet? Because you said you would be way worse. Like, honey, you literally are threatening people over your chickens, which again are upsetting, and it's still wrong. Whatever happened, what I still don't think it's something from YouTube. But you said, like, you were making threats to people over that. Imagine if that was about your child, E11. Imagine its community had torn it apart for years, E11. And tell me I'm crazy for how I got upset? I didn't make death threats to anybody. I didn't threaten to roll up to anybody's door. I didn't threaten to case someone. I didn't threaten to dox entire family members. I didn't threaten to dox them either. I didn't bring up their children. Oh, that'll be next one. Oh, she brought up our kids now. Now we can say whatever the fuck we want. Or now we're all going to start another hate campaign. I didn't really like that's just what I get. Yeah, I know. That'll be the next thing. That'll be the next thing. As they will continue to go in streams where they're flat out putting my son's name in the chat, allowing the stepmom in the chat, talking her fucking shit, lying through her fucking teeth, but they already proved her to be a liar how many damn times now? They'll continue to go that. They will continue to go support Momo, who is continuing to call me a liar about the DV stuff when I have court documents proving what I said, Maria. You don't. You don't have court documents proving anything of your side being the truth, right? In fact, the court documents prove you're a liar. Court documents don't prove I lied about anything. So let's not even go there. But for those that think I lied about the whole deadbolt situation, hey, why don't you get the RO and look at the fucking address and look at on a Google map what that address goes to, and you'll see it goes to a trailer house. It doesn't go to an apartment. I've got the RO right here next to me. You want me to read it where it says about the deadbolts? Not that you'd say it was true anyways, but the deadbolts didn't even protect us because he kept breaking off the siding, trigger warning, he kept breaking off the siding of the door anyways. The deadbolt stayed in place, but the door frame just kept knocking out of place. So I even had to get nails and hammering nails to try to get the siding, the door siding back onto the wall. And every time he went to kick, it just kicked right. It kicked open so easily. The deadbolts did me no good, but I was trying everything I could to keep him out of that room from me and the kids. So it didn't really do any good, but I was trying anything I could. Mm-hmm. And they all go on and on, honestly, about the whole Brandy thing. First off, Brandy wasn't a family member. That's the first thing. But again, I didn't seek her out to do any type of thing. But nonetheless, I still it shouldn't have been there. But she was an ex-friend of Jen's, not a family member. But they talk about that all the time. That was one thing in 4 years compared to them having this bitch in their chat every day for 2 years straight while screaming no family. Make it make sense. No, I don't think it came off rude. I don't think Adams came off rude either. So y'all just remember this next time they do a stream and say they still, again, I wish I knew this bitch would strike and I would play y'all the stream. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm actually going to go do something I don't normally do. And I'm going to play something from Reddit. Again, if you have the whole recording, can y'all do me a solid and clip them how many times they talked about my son, or you don't do all of it because you'd be there for hours, but clip at least 20 times of them saying, see what son, 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 through the whole fucking stream. Because God almighty, it was said a lot. Wait, someone's talking about, hold on. Okay, nonetheless. So, I will play something. Give me 1 second. And I don't go to that other Reddit, so y'all keep writing demanding questions. I wouldn't even know y'all were talking about the deadbolt thing if fucking Momo hadn't shared it. And you know what's so stupid? Savage goes, see, well, you're Momo because you go after family, so you no longer call Maria Momo. You're the Momo. I didn't go after anybody's kids, which that's why she's called Momo, because she goes after kids. I didn't go after anybody's kids. Y'all did. Y'all were speaking about my children. So make that make sense too while you're at it. Okay, I'm just going to try to play the audio. Give me a second. And if she even tries to strike this, because it's only 2 minutes of a 9-hour stream, I will be striking back. If you want to be petty like that over 2 minutes out of a 9-hour stream, I will do it right back. I've got 2 links right now I can do. So don't start with me. Let's listen to We Didn't Talk About Your Child at All. We didn't talk about your family. We didn't make no threats, or Empress didn't do nothing wrong either. Yeah, all that.
You want to talk about your motherfucking brother? Let's talk about your motherfucking son, bitch. Because
since you want to talk about my mother effing, you know who? Let's talk about your motherfucking son, bitch. Heidi, they didn't talk about him though.
Fucking done. I didn't have fuck all issues with you. But now we have a fucking issue. You don't bring my motherfucking family into it because I didn't bring yours into it. I didn't. Marie, Kat, Savage, Emery, none of us.
Totally diminishing how fucked up it was. Again, it is Savage Speaks YouTube, not Empress's YouTube. Savage Speaks YouTube. You drop the link. She asked for permission to go there. You let her go there, and you let her keep going there for hours and hours and hours. So don't sit here and say we had nothing to do with it.
Us brought your motherfucking child into it. None of us did. Okay, Napa, whenever you get a minute.
Again, you cannot talk about that situation without talking about my son. But she goes, okay, Napa, when you get a minute.
Go ahead and send that to me right quick because I'll do that motherfucking shit right now. I ain't got motherfucking time, patience, or energy to fuck with that goddamn witch. I will take her down.
She asking Napa to send her all my son's videos he made that he's deleted and made apologies for. He said he didn't mean any of them. That's not speak about him, though.
Right now, right here, on period. Empress, think about this. She dragged my brother. She just
No, I didn't.
didn't have fuck all to do with any of this. Imagine being
my son and his friend had fuck all to do with y'all's stream, but y'all took it there, didn't y'all?
your brother. Into it. Talked about
What did my son and all that have to do with y'all's reading? Not a damn thing.
brother. That in the beginning of this fucking live, everyone said, "Where's Captain?" I fucking hate November. You know why I hate November? Because my brother went to heaven. That fucking bitch knows it. And that's
No, I
why
don't. No, I don't. Y'all give me too much credit. I don't know these details about y'all's life. I can barely remember birthdays of people I've been close to for years. So, no, I don't know these details of family members' birthdays, anniversaries, or any of that shit. Stop trying to give me credit for things. Like Empress, like, she knew it wasn't long ago since we lost that person. No, I don't. I don't know you like that.
to say, my brother, oh, think about your brother being exploited. Like my son's best friend. Oh, totally the same fucking thing. You are a dope motherfucker. Everything. You are a dope motherfucker, you fucking bitch. It's okay. I know where you live because everyone has it in the chat. You see this
Good to know.
private chat? See what? Everyone's showing your address. You see it? Yeah, everyone says that. Yeah, there's 4 cars rolling up on you right now.
Imagine if I said I had 4 cars rolling up on Cat and Savage when at the house where their children are sleeping. Imagine if I had said 4 people were rolling up with weapons to teach them a lesson or to take care of it. And it would happen when they least expect it. Imagine the outrage this community would have for me. Because that would also be threatening a child. Because the child lives there, do they not?
Listen, at the end of the
So what, you want my daughter to see me get fucked up? Like, what are you trying to threaten me with?
the guy who killed himself's sister is the one who said blood was everywhere. See what?
Oh, what'd you say? The guy who killed himself's sister is the one that said there was blood everywhere, Siwa? Y'all aren't talking about it? It's all only Empress, right?
You know, your son's friend that you
Your
got
son's friend
all these cash apps and you never showed where the money went.
that got all those cash apps and you never showed where the money went to it. You can't make this shit up, man.
Fucking cunt. End of the day. See
Oh
what
my God.
On my husband's
birthday.
God, you made
Every
And the Empress, on my husband's birthday. I don't know your husband. You're weird. I don't know your husband. Are you kidding? Like, Empress, you are fucking psychotic. First off, my son couldn't have lost his friend during that time frame. It was because it was inconvenient for you because it was too close to when y'all lost someone. So therefore, it can't be true, or therefore, it was me trying to upset you. There's that first. Then I tried to trigger your husband when I don't know him, didn't even know his name or anything about him, and don't hang out with you. You're not a part of my channel or my chat, but you asked for the link that day knowing what that topic was about, what was going on, and I'm the reason. I'm at fault for you bringing him up, and he got upset about the topic. Everybody was fucking upset about the topic. I don't owe everybody apology for that. If anything, but it was apology. John and them owe everybody apology for doing that to that family. Because that stream would have never fucking happened without them doing that. So they, Penelope and John and Anne and Maria and all them owe people apology because they went digging into that shit. So you want to apologize, you take it up with them. But now on your husband's birthday, what the fuck are you even talking about? I don't give a damn about your husband's birthday or your birthday or anybody else's birthday unless I care about you and I'm close to you.
For years.
You
He has to be
right.
on
This is
his
not me. We
birthday.
were having fun. We were partying. So now I'm on here. And then you mentioned my brother tonight. You fucking cunt. Who the fuck do you think you are? You're all about dark. Everyone on here knows your family. Everyone on here has your family's addresses and everything. You think
Everyone on here knows your family's addresses and everything.
I can't just send someone over there?
You think I can't just send someone over there? Yeah, y'all aren't talking about family though, right? But I'm the irrational one. Okay.
It just don't have to be
In my
negative.
opinion,
It doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be all this shit.
And then Emperor saying it doesn't have to be negative. Bitch, that's the whole... Excuse me? There ain't nothing positive about you bringing that shit up and you know it.
It's
Yeah,
like
that
they
was
feed
Again,
it.
you did it during a reading. I would never.
They feed it to where it's like that, and then they can be like,
watch
Look
out
what
for the
I'm
black
doing.
cars rolling up.
Look
They're gonna
what
be real
I'm
dirty
doing.
too. See what?
look what I'm.
Maybe you don't know riding dirty means riding with weapons. That's why I say the weapons thing. So watch out for the black cars rolling up. They're going to be real dirty, Siwa. Nice.
Going through. Like, look what I'm going through. But like the realization
your
of like,
brother
I
passed away,
actually
Siwa?
went through that.
Was your brother
And
passed away? No, it was your
Look,
son's
look,
friend.
look, look.
Oh, and since let's use y'all's how y'all think. You just said my brother, or you're talking shit about my brother now. Even though you're giving an example and you're just asking a question. You're dragging my brother. You're talking ill on my brother. How dare you? Now I get to threaten to kill you, and I get to threaten to send people to your house, and I get to threaten to dox them, and I get to bring up your children. I get to do all that because you said your brother, and that means talking about my brother.
It wasn't your brother. It wasn't your son. It wasn't anything in your family.
Like,
You're
look,
my fucking
look.
brother.
Like, look, like I went to actually went through that.
You're
My husband
done,
wants to
Siwa.
talk.
You're done.
My husband wants to talk.
Right, bitch.
My husband wants
The
to
fuck
talk.
out of Savage. Strike the fuck out of Savage. Go ahead. You're done. Hey, Mr. Empress. Okay, I'm gonna dox the fuck out of you.
So you're gonna give out the address where me and my child live. Got it. Got it. That was their reaction. Y'all have heard mine. But that's still not talking about that. I know. And that, yeah. She didn't do herself no favors, but this shit I'm talking about. While they scream, they don't talk about family, they don't go real life. Like, could you imagine if I then uploaded shit about her child? They do it because they know I don't go there. That's not something I do. I've done it a few times in the past, not post children, but like spoke on someone's child because the reason's not justified, but because I got tired of them making judgment on me and my kids, speaking on me and my children for years. But nonetheless, that's our characteristic. Anytime I have done something like that, for them, they do it so flippantly, like it's no big deal. But they do it because they know that's not a go-to of mine. No, that's okay. Oh, sorry. It's just an overlay. My bad. Hold on. Let me take that down. That's Jen with the flip-off face mask on. It's hilarious. I found it the other day. I was like, I want to use that as an overlay. That's really funny. I didn't remember Jen doing that. How many times have you been blamed for something you're constantly? All the time. Even if it's a troll account that we block, they're like, how dare you let that person come in with, like, we can't predict that person coming in. But we saw it and we blocked it. And like Titty Lynn went on a whole doxing spree of me. She said, that account came in with my name and you let it. I said, no, we saw it as soon as it happened. We blocked them, told them to stay the fuck out of the chat. We don't allow that in the chat. And you continue to go on a doxing spree because you didn't think it was done fast enough. But according to Savage, she's not responsible for her chat or who she allows on her panel or what the topic is. So, yeah, you remember that. Exactly. Thank you. Like I said, you can't talk about that situation without it pertaining to my child. That's what blows my mind. Like, I don't know. She's like, you know that about. I don't. I don't watch y'all normally. I really don't watch you guys normally. I don't know any of y'all's dates of any anniversaries or anything. The only anniversary I know of anything was Jules' January 9th thing. No, I'm not talking shit about it. I'm just saying that's the only one I know because of how much it's been mentioned and it's all over the community, not just on one channel. So no, I don't know that. And guess what? In about 3 months, I won't know. I still won't know it. I'll forget it still because it doesn't pertain to me. Yeah, they were all taking shots, and then they were just making a complete fool of themselves. And again, then Empress like, I'm a Scorpio. I will cut you down with my tongue. I'll make you in the fetal position with the shit I'll say about you, Siwa. And then I cuss her out, and she's crying hysterical, having a breakdown. Because I said, shut the fuck up about my son and his friend. Excuse me? You're not that's your Scorpio energy? I think I could handle it. I know. Right? Like I said, I almost called the cops over that, but I was like, she's drunk. She don't get what she's saying. She's convinced I trashed her loved one when I know I didn't. So I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna alter her life. But they sure were ready to end my life that night, weren't they? Oh, no, Christina. I'm the irrational one. I'm the psychotic one. Because I'm so sensitive. Because she read that one comment. It's not about any of the other shit they said. Hell, I passed 12 of them. Can we now, everybody gives me a pass every time? Right? That's my point. The way they will cover and lie, if it's someone they like, is sickening. But they all sit there and watch and listen and see all this go down to the way I'm saying how it happened, which Savage is like, she twisted it all. She twisted what happened that night. That's not what happened at all. As I'm playing y'all literally what I said happened. I didn't change anything. This is how it happened. Here's your proof. Here's your screenshot. Here's your audio. I did not lie. While they're screaming, I talk shit about this person. Where's your audio? Where's your screenshot? Where's your recordings? You got them because it didn't happen. But I'm the liar in the situation, they say. Man, she used to grab, and she even was going at Jade a lot that night. Saying this is why me and Theo fell out because of Jade, because Jade lied to her. She's a shit starter. No, Jade has been loyal and honest from the jump. You were talking shit about me in others' chats before I blocked you. You were. I saw it for my own self. Jay didn't tell me nothing, except Jay said you were telling people to strike me, which you said you didn't, which nonetheless didn't fucking matter at that point. I seen you talking shit in other chats and being two-faced towards me, so it was just time to cut ties anyways. But anytime I did let you up, you would never know what we were talking about. I would have to explain everything to you from point A to point B. I would have to spend an hour telling you the whole history just to speak about it for 20 minutes. And then even then you'd be like, what? Wait, what happened? Who are you talking about? Who is that? Who said what? Wait, you said what again? Like that, it was a nightmare. And then you just over talked me over the whole time. So like our energies didn't mesh much anyways, okay? No. She says she's not a witch, never claimed to be a witch, while she tells everybody I'm a fake witch, she's the real deal, and she's teaching people how to do spells against me. Okay. No, it's okay. I'm about to get going anyways. I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy and say I really hope y'all will start to be honest with your fucking selves. Because at the end of the day, I don't have an issue apologizing. Like I said, I wasn't being malicious. I wasn't dragging anybody, but you think that. It's not even about you think that. Fuck that. It hurt you. That was not my intention. My intention was not to hurt you or your sister in any way. If that was my intention, I would have said a lot more things. But that was not what I was trying to do. I was trying to get you to understand how fucked up it was and to beg you to be like do you not understand how fucked up this feels and how wrong this is? Can you please stop her already? And you listened to the videos and you continued and continued and continued. That's when I was like, go fuck yourself. But at no point was I trying to hurt y'all on that level. So I'd give you an apology there. But be honest with yourself about all the rest. Heidi, be honest with yourself. Listen. Why don't you ask Savage for the link for that stream? And why don't you go back and listen from when Empress clicks the link, Heidi, and listen from there. And then tell me if you want to go live and say that no one was talking about my children, my family, about the chat wasn't speaking about the DV stuff or the SA stuff, or speaking about other real life stuff pertaining to me. Try that. Because if you then go live and say the same shit that they did nothing wrong, they didn't speak about that, then you're a fucking liar. And you will just prove you're a liar. But I don't think you're that fucking liar. But are you really willing to lie to that extent just because you like them? Because again, I thought the whole thing we were all gearing for is not to speak on families. And everybody had been doing good. Everybody had been doing it good until Empress could click the fucking link. Oh, besides the troll accounts that y'all continue to let run around and participate in your chats, but I don't let them in my chats because they are shit starters and they want to derail the whole fucking community, and y'all are letting them. So whatever. But that's why I have them blocked. So, do you really want this? Does this community really want all that to stop, or you only want it to stop when it pertains to y'all? But it's a green light to me on all topics, on all fronts. Because if it's that, then just fucking say it so we know the truth. So we know the kind of people y'all actually are. But anyways, I'll be giving out 5 more memberships the next time I go live. But Savage, I give you your sister apology. Again, I would never try to hurt y'all on that level. I don't make it a habit to bring up relatives and deceased loved ones to attack. But I highly doubt I'll get an apology back, or you'll acknowledge any guilt or wrong on your part. But you need to know this, Savage. You are responsible for who you let up. You are responsible for what you let the topic be. You are responsible for what's in your chat. And if you can't watch everything the chat's saying, then you need to get moderators that understand that you don't want that in your chat, because none of that shit was being deleted. I don't know what else to say outside that. But go ahead and keep letting that fucking spitter girl in there, knowing what a fucking shit starter she is. Again, how can you even say that what y'all weren't speaking about stuff of that nature in your stream or in the chat when I'm literally showing you her doing just that? And this is just one of the comments. She even said the flowers we got for the young man were crappy fucking flowers. And those are the flowers that mother picked out for her child. So, again, I can't even say an example because you'll run with it. But how would you feel if you shared something so sensitive and personal to try to help raise money for someone to have a proper burial, and the mother of this person choosing these flowers, saying that she loved them, and then you have some psychopath named fucking Lindsay running around saying that they were shitty, ugly flowers? But y'all are cool with that, I'm sure, too. You'll make excuses why that's okay as well. But yeah, y'all have a good night. Thank you for being here. Hit the thumbs up. Replay crew, what's up? Sorry, y'all, that it's not better topics, but anyways, I'd just like an apology and for you to make an agreement to never allow that shit to happen again. But I'll believe it when I see it because, again, it's me, so nothing's off limits with me. Bye, y'all.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored again?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded?